Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today, we are looking at the Reflex Prism, which is a new, like the title says, digital video to analog video converter. This is a product released from MiSTer Add-ons, someone that's released a whole bunch of awesome products specifically for the MiSTer, but definitely not limited to that. So what exactly does this serve? Well, if you have a high display, a high quality CRT monitor or TV that puts out 480p minimum, well, you can convert a HDMI or a digital signal to an analog signal, and this is meant to be made for ease of use. Now, when I intended on doing this video, these things were in stock. Unfortunately, they have sold out straight away, and now there's a pre-order option available. The pre-order will get you, well, the estimated time of December or January. Before you commit to this, maybe join the MiSTer Add-ons Discord server and speak to people there and find out if this specifically serves your needs. So essentially, you can plug in a HDMI device, put it down to say 480p or a higher resolution. I'm mainly going to talk 480p because, hey, that's the old school vibe that I like. So for something like the Analogue Pocket, where an official DAC hasn't been provided by Analogue, maybe you can put your analog dock settings down to 480p, connect it to this and output it to a CRT. Now remember, this may not work on most consumer CRTs. You need something that puts out 480p minimum. But what's really cool here, let's just go down the page and have a look at some of the stuff. Right, okay, so lag-free one-to-one digital video to RGB, YPbPr and S video conversion. No resolution upscale or downscale, no crop aspect ratio changes from inputs or output. Right, I'm not going to go and read through the whole thing, but some of the stuff here up to 1920 by 1200 matches digital video resolution. So if you've got a really superior CRT that can actually put like output 1080p or 1200p in this case, it will match it 1-for-1 and bring the digital signal over to analog. Like I said, I'm mainly talking 480p because that's as high as I go when I'm talking old school. But going further down, I want to look at some of the use cases here. So what we've got down here, another one here is if you've got a MiSTerFPGA and you've got a dual RAM setup, and you lose the ability of outputting to analog, this is an option to output in analog with a dual RAM display, something like the Atari Jaguar core, the Saturn core, that has some advantages when you're using a dual RAM setup. This means that you can have dual RAM and you can output it to a CRT display. So you can have the best of both worlds essentially. So tested devices. Now they haven't tested the Analogue Pocket, but honestly, I really hope someone does. And if someone has, then let me know. But definitely, if you're interested in buying this for your Analogue Pocket, go over to the MiSTer Add-ons Discord, speak to them, find out, ask the questions. Maybe someone has actually tested it out there. Actually, before we look at the example, what's really cool over here is ℒ𝒾𝓈𝓈, who's known in the retro gaming industry or the retro gaming scene as someone that's just, well, they really know their pixels, they really know their DACs, and they speak very highly of this. So that's an independent person that's reviewed this and tested this item, and they're speaking highly of it. This X post here says, just got the case for my Reflex Prism that I tested a while back. It's a tank. Love the metal housing, fits in with all the Extron gear I have. One of the best DACs I have come across for retro gaming, does it all from composite to RGB. So that's someone independently that was testing it and they're speaking highly of it. ℒ𝒾𝓈𝓈 is known, if they don't like something, they say it's not good, and if something is good, they say it's good. So really good to get some like independent kind of coverage on that. But having a look at this over here, they've given us plenty of examples. So consumer CRTs and PVMs, that's MiSTerFPGA running on there. You can kind of judge this for yourself. I'll leave all links in the description, including an invite link to the MiSTer Add-ons Discord server. So PC CRT, HD TV, YPbPr. Again, we've got some MiSTer stuff over here. Okay, so this is PC. Is that Halo? I can't remember if that's Halo or not, man. There you got it. That's a PC game that's running there. And again, that looks like Hades running over there. So if you want to play some of that modern stuff with an old school feel, you can do that. You can also use it with a Steam Deck. Yeah, I know what that is. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, something like the Mac Mini. So all this stuff here, you can output it. What we got here, so GC video, is that okay? So that's GameCube video, I imagine. Then we've got a Wii to HDMI. So if you've got a HDMI modded Wii, you can bring it back to a CRT with this essentially, and then a Wii U again via HDMI and yeah, just outputting it onto a thing. And here we've got a Nintendo Switch, where again they're playing TMNT Shredder's Revenge, and you're putting it on a high quality CRT display. Going further down, the Switch 2, even if you want to play your Switch 2 like old school, just put your dock down to whatever 480p 720p, provided your CRT supports it, and you can play your new games like you're in the old school. PlayStation 3 over here as well as that PlayStation 5, man. Xbox Series X, it's all there. Dreamcast with a HDMI mod. So really interesting seeing this. Let's have a look at some of the pictures here. Okay, so good stuff over here. Let me just roll that up and down. We'll have a look at some of these at a different size. In fact, let's have a look at this. So we've got a HDMI input over here, the power over here. We've got the different outputs, VGA, S video. All right, okay, RGB, YPbPr. Okay, interesting stuff. What else have we got here? Right, so some pictures of it. Looks kind of interesting. A device that may serve a use case for you guys. I'm really interested in finding out how well this works on the Analogue Pocket. It's not something that Mr. Addons has tested himself, but if someone out there was involved in the testing and knows that this works on the Analogue Pocket, this might be handy for some people that want to get that digital to analog thing going. So that's really it for this video, guys. Unfortunately, it's sold out. I was hoping to say it was in stock and you guys can get it, but for anyone that does want it, put in your pre-order, check it out. But I do strongly advise, before you buy it, head over to Mr. Addons Discord server, speak, find out if this is exactly what you want. Last thing you want to do is to buy it and to find out that whatever you have bought it for, it's not compatible for that. I speak very highly of Mr. Addons products. Like I said, I have the Reflex Adapt. I love it, absolutely love it. I think it's great with the versatility and the options it provides. As well as that, I have a dual SD RAM Mr. Addons complete setup, as well as like different accessories out there. So I'm a fan, no doubt that this is a quality item, and it's always nice to see someone independently that tested it saying that it's really good, and someone that really knows their stuff when it comes to DACs, pixels, scan lines, and all kinds of shadow masks and visual filters. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, then a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. Be freaking awesome to one another. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.